If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On the bootleg, it's Brissett. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Brissett. He'll buy some time right toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, here's Mostert again, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. Here's Johnson with a reception.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A nice game there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well?
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10
at their own 26. Now Jones. He completes it to Henry. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes out a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The Patriots had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine, because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action with Brissett.
That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Brissett. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Play action now. Brissett. He finds his man Johnson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
Can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yards. They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try to run it himself, just take care of the ball, nothing else, just slide and get down.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing Jones.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. After 1, it's 9-0. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There you go, partner. That's an old school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser or fullback and let him get the job done.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And the tight end is certainly in position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
No gain on the play there, second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Harris is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
On second and goal. Jones, he gets it left side of Johnson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that will lead to a third and goal. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Jones throwing on fourth down. And he's got it. And he is going to be out of bounds, well short of the pylon, and that will be a turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. Play fake. Brissett. And that's off the mark. Incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Here's Brissett. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And that'll be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And the catch made by Johnson.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Brissett's throw is taken in by Waddle.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Partner, up in New England, they have a saying for this. Do your job. On 3rd and 2, your job's get 2 yards, period. If you get more, that's great. But bottom line, pick up the first down and keep the sticks moving.
A first down throw for Brissett. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Brissett.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on second down. Brissett.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think
that he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his second touchdown on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Jones now on third down.
Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They go play action here on first down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now Jones. Steps away to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Jones throwing on third and long.
Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. To throw is Brissett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jacoby Brissett scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Open man, the tight end Henry. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Back to throw. Jones. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That's caught by Myers. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing Jones. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Pats are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Brissett.
He'll get this underneath to Edmonds.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. And Sanders pulled it. It's no good, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Chase Edmonds. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Dolphins are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Bourne.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones
setting up the screen. Harris.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They'll look to throw again. Open man is Jakobi Meyers. He's got it. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away. It's Meyers again with another catch. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They go play action with Brissett. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Patriots take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he is going to pick up a Patriots 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Looking to throw. Jones dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Right side, Thornton with it. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work.
I just scraped it off the top, got it on the roll.